I'm not political. Yes, you are. You've either been beaten into complacency by a system that has convinced you that everything is the natural order, or you're just too much of a coward to be honest about your views. Either way, you should change. Your landlord is political.
I own 15,000 houses.
15,000 houses.
The people at your city hall meetings that dictate your local policies are political. The people that will come knocking at your door because you said the wrong thing or the wrong opinion are also political. Every dollar of your labor is given to the government, which is subsequently also given to the military and covert operations.
Oh, we don't mess around other people's elections, Jim?
Only. You see how they fucking laugh at us? Throughout history, we've seen atrocities and injustices and have been political about them, but when it's happening in our present, some stay silent. It's not our issue, that's just the way things are, and what can I do? You can grow a spine and stand for something even if it's just being vocal. Jaden Smith might have actually had a point. You can have somebody talk about Love Island for 2 hours, but if you ask them about their opinion on anything going on in the world, it's, I don't know, I'm not too educated on it. Like, sure, people could be busy, but I don't think that's a good excuse nowadays. If you could spend 2 hours scrolling on TikTok, you could take at least like 10 minutes to read a news article, or even a few pages of a book. And especially as a leftist, I hate to be preachy and come across holier than thou, but this apolitical shit cannot continue to be a popular stance or a reason to pussy out of any conflict or discussion. We should embrace discomfort. If you feel something, you should feel it, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. Humans can be wrong, they can change their minds, they can have different values, life can change their opinions. But the government and corporations, by design through a strategy of divide and conquer, tell us that not only are they smarter and work harder than us, but that all of our problems are either personal failures or the failures of people on our level. And of course, this misdirection prevents the working class from uniting together and makes people in the quote-unquote middle more complacent with not picking a side. However, it's not an impossible fight, and if you're one of the people in good faith who say they're apolitical or they're scared to get into politics, history is filled with those who stood against the tide. They saw a wrong and chose to fight it, not because victory was certain, but because silence was a betrayal of those affected. The same voices back then that refused to be complicit manifest today now in organizers fighting against the genocide in Gaza, the funding of atrocities in Sudan and Congo, and challenging the immense power of imperialism and entrenched political systems. Whether that be workers organizing mass strikes demanding a share of record profits, or the communities of people educating others and mobilizing against laws that seek to violate our privacy and usher in militaristic control. At the end of the day though, the people with power over our lives and who ignore our sufferings are political. They have plans, they have the military power, they have the financial leverage over us, they have the lobbyists and the super PACs. But we have the numbers, and we have something that they can never manufacture, something they must instead work to crush. We have compassion, we have community, we have a shared interest in a future that just doesn't serve capital and the powerful few. At the end of the day, we outnumber them and history will progress. So ask yourself, are you going to sit around and be complacent, or do you want to fight for others in your own future?
Very few people know that, especially if you go to college where you don't learn much.